Imagine waking up tomorrow morning to a message on your phone that changes your life forever. It reads, "You have exactly 15 days to become rich. If you fail, you'll lose everything you own. No one will help you. No magic, no shortcuts. Just 15 days, your mind, and the choices you make." What would you do? Would you panic? Or would you turn pressure into opportunity? Today, we're putting you inside that impossible challenge. This isn't just about making money, it's about discovering what separates dreamers from people who actually build wealth. Let's begin. Day 1, reality hits. The countdown starts immediately. You check your bank account, almost empty. You don't own a successful business. You don't have wealthy parents or millions of followers. For the first time, excuses become useless. You realize something important. Rich people don't wait for perfect conditions. They create opportunities from imperfect ones. Instead of complaining, you grab a notebook and write down every skill you have, every problem people face, and every possible way to solve those problems, because money always follows value. Days 2 through 3, learning faster than everyone else. While most people spend hours scrolling social media, you spend every waking hour learning high-income skills. Sales, marketing, AI tools, content creation, freelancing, investing, negotiation, anything that can generate income quickly. You watch videos, read books, study successful entrepreneurs, and practice immediately. You realize that knowledge without action is worthless. Every lesson becomes a real experiment. Every mistake becomes a teacher. Days 4 through 5, your first income. You stop waiting for the perfect business idea. Instead, you start offering services people already need. Maybe you edit videos, design logos, write content, build websites, or help businesses with AI. The first payment isn't huge. Maybe it's only $50, maybe $100, but it changes everything. Because earning your first dollar proves one thing: money is no longer a mystery. It's a system you can repeat and improve. Days 6 through 7, thinking like an entrepreneur. Halfway through the challenge, you stop trading only time for money. You begin asking a different question. How can I create something that earns even while I sleep? You build digital products, online courses, templates, or start creating content that reaches thousands of people. You understand that rich people don't just work harder, they build systems. Every hour you invest today could create income tomorrow. Then reality strikes again. A client suddenly cancels. One of your products receives 0 sales. Your content gets almost no views. Self-doubt quietly enters your mind. Maybe this challenge is impossible. Maybe becoming rich in 15 days was nothing more than a fantasy. Most people would quit here. But then you remember a simple truth. Every successful entrepreneur, investor, inventor, and billionaire has failed more times than most people have even tried. Failure isn't proof that you're losing, it's proof that you're moving. Instead of giving up, you carefully study every mistake. You improve your offers, you communicate better, you market smarter, you become faster, stronger, and more creative. Every setback becomes another lesson your competitors refuse to learn. That's when something remarkable happens. The person who started this challenge 10 days ago no longer exists. You've become someone who solves problems instead of making excuses. Days 11 and 12, momentum arrives. Without warning, your hard work begins paying off. A video suddenly gains thousands of views. A satisfied client recommends you to 3 new customers. Someone purchases your digital product while you're asleep. Small investments begin growing. Emails arrive with opportunities you never imagined receiving. You finally understand one of the greatest secrets of wealth. Success usually arrives quietly after weeks, months, or years of invisible effort. The outside world only notices the results. They never see the countless hours of learning, practicing, failing, and improving behind the scenes. Momentum is a powerful force. Every successful action creates another opportunity. Every satisfied customer builds your reputation. Every lesson increases your confidence. You begin thinking less about surviving and more about expanding. As the countdown approaches its end, your understanding of wealth completely changes. Expensive cars, designer clothes, luxury watches, and giant mansions no longer impress you the way they once did. You realize that real wealth isn't about showing off. It's about having freedom. Freedom to choose where you work, freedom to choose who you work with, freedom to spend time with the people you love, freedom to create rather than simply survive. Instead of spending every dollar you earn, you reinvest it into better tools, education, marketing, and assets. Instead of buying liabilities, you build income streams. You stop chasing temporary pleasure and begin building permanent value. This shift in mindset becomes your greatest investment. Day 15, the final test. The final day finally arrives. You look back at everything you've accomplished in just 2 weeks. Have you become a billionaire? Probably not. Have you become financially unstoppable overnight? Not yet. But you've gained something even more valuable than money. You've learned how opportunities are created. You've learned that discipline beats motivation. You've learned that skills are more valuable than luck. You've learned that solving problems creates income. Most importantly, you've transformed into the kind of person who can continue creating wealth long after these 15 days are over. Because becoming rich isn't an event, it's a process. Wealth isn't built in one lucky moment. It's built through thousands of consistent decisions made over time. The biggest difference between rich people and everyone else isn't intelligence, it isn't talent, it isn't even money. It's mindset. Rich people take action while others wait. They invest while others spend. They learn while others complain. They build while others dream. And that's exactly what you've done over the last 15 days. So now, let me ask you one final question. If someone gave you exactly 15 days to become rich, what would you do differently starting today? Would you finally learn that valuable skill? Would you start that business idea you've been delaying? Would you stop making excuses and start creating opportunities? Because here's the truth, you don't actually need someone to give you 15 days. Your countdown has already begun. Every sunrise is another opportunity. Every decision shapes your future. Every action moves you closer or further away from the life you dream of. The future belongs to those who act before they're ready, who learn faster than everyone else, and who refuse to quit when life becomes difficult. So start today. Start now. Because the richest version of yourself is waiting on the other side of the decisions you make from this moment forward. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more mind-blowing POV challenges, and tell us in the comments, what would you do on day 1 if you had only 15 days to become rich? Until next time, dream bigger, work smarter, stay consistent, and remember, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow.